Tarot is surrounded by many myths and misconceptions. One such misconception is that you have to memorize all 78 cards. And just who has time for that? So let me share you something that completely changed the way that I read the cards. It's called tarot numerology. A lot of people give up on tarot trying to go through the guidebook with their deck, attempting to memorize the meanings of each card, and that can be extremely overwhelming. So let me present to you what I truly feel is the key to reading tarot. Each numbered card in the minor arcana is made up of two pieces. It's the suit and the number. The suit tells us where the energy is happening, and the number tells us what is happening within the energy. Once you begin to understand the numbers, every suit begins to speak the same language. So let's count these together, shall we? First of all, you have aces. Aces are new beginnings. These cards represent potential. Basically, it's the seed before the tree. Every ace offers opportunity and the spark of something new. After the aces come the twos. Since the ace represents the beginning of something new or the spark of something new, twos represent duality, cooperation, and relationship, which are all attributes that lead to growth. Following the twos, we see the threes. Now, this is really where growth is observed. These cards represent collaboration, celebration, and the first signs of growth. It's usually a movement beyond planning and into development. Fours show stability, security, routine, and solid foundations. Fours can also show us that too much routine can turn into stagnation, so be careful of that. With fives come conflict and change. Five can also mean changes or transformation. Five feels uncomfortable because they force us out of our comfort zone and into change that can be very uncomfortable, but change is a gateway to growth. Now, six comes in after the five, representing harmony, healing after conflict, transformation, and change. Sixes can also represent balance, generosity, and reconciliation. This is where those difficult lessons and conflicts begin to make sense. Now, sevens turn our attention from the outside in. This is a card of examination, introspection, and reflection, and intuition as well. Instead of asking what happened, seven begs the question, what did I learn from that experience? And eights, they bring us to mastery and momentum. By eight, experiences gain, and we are becoming more disciplined in our path. At this point, we are really seeing movement, and we are really stepping into our personal power. Nine brings us to the culmination, completion, fulfillment of everything. These cards represent fulfillment, wisdom, independence, and reaching the highest expression of what we've been building. The journey is nearly complete, but it's not over yet, because then you have the tens. At this point, the cycle is complete, and now we see where a new cycle can begin. This is why tens can both mark the end of something, and carry the promise of transformation. The story doesn't end there. It begins again on a whole new level. So, join me in my next video as we discuss how to integrate the numerology with the suits. And until next time, blessed be.